The first time someone mentioned the phrase, "Your mother has capacity," I assumed they meant that she was capable. In other words, I thought they were referring to the fact that she could do things. It took someone in the know to explain that a person has or does not have capacity is mental health shorthand for this person has or does not have capacity under the terms of the Mental Capacity Act 2005 to make decisions for themselves. In other words, quoting directly from the Act, people who lack capacity. 1. For the purposes of this Act, a person lacks capacity in relation to a matter if at the material time he is unable to make a decision for himself in relation to the matter because of an impairment of or a disturbance in the functioning of the mind or brain. 2. It does not matter whether the impairment or disturbance is permanent or temporary. 3. A lack of capacity cannot be established merely by reference to A. a person's age or appearance, or B. a condition of his or an aspect of his behaviour which might lead others to make unjustified assumptions about his capacity. In my opinion, the unexplained shorthand use of such terms is extremely disempowering to patients and families who are trying to care for loved ones. I have therefore tried to unpick such terminology in the writing of this book, in the hope that it will be helpful to people going through a similar situation. Prologue. Bloody kids, bloody kids, bloody, bloody, bloody kids. Mum is standing in front of the mirror in the hall. Her teeth are bared. Her eyes are wide. Her face is stretched and red. Her hair is wild. She's staring at herself and chanting those horrible words over and over and over again. Her fists are clenched and she's shaking them. Can she see us in the mirror too? I don't want her to. Carrie and I are hiding by the cupboard under the stairs. We have to make ourselves as small as possible, then Mum won't see. I keep an eye on Mum through the banisters. She is still saying those words. Her voice is high and breathless. It's not her normal, kind Mum voice. She doesn't look like our normal Mum at all. Even her hair is wrong. It's as though kind Mum has disappeared completely and been replaced by a monster. She's holding her fists up by her face now and shaking them and shaking them. Her face is getting redder and redder. It looks as though she might explode. I can't remember what we did to make her be like this. I know it was our fault. My fault. It must have been my fault because Carrie is too small to have done anything bad. Carrie never does anything bad anyway. I know that because Mum says, "Why can't you be like your sister?" So it must be my fault that Mum is like this. I need kind Mum to come back. I hold my breath and start counting. Can I bring her back if I hold my breath and count for long enough? I also need to stay brave for Carrie. She's crying. I want to reach out and put my arm around her, but I mustn't move. We mustn't move. Mum might hear us. We have to let her chant and shake her fists until she feels better. What did I do to make her angry this time? If I knew, I could make sure I don't do it again. But try as I might, I can't remember. All I know is, I wish the anger storm would pass, so that we can have our lovely Mum back again. Chapter 1. People with autism have been described as having an inability to communicate feelings of emotional disturbance, anxiety or distress, which can make it very difficult to diagnose depressive or anxiety states and can lead to challenging behaviour. "There's nothing to eat," Mum says. "I need to go shopping." It is January 2015. Mum's in a bad way. She paces from the kitchen to the hallway, grabbing a coat, going back to the kitchen to take a shopping bag from the peg on the back of the door. Her hands are shaking and her face is sweaty. She's moving fast and I have to jog to catch up with her. "Mum, wait!" I try to block her way as she reaches for the car keys.